Alright, so we want to differentiate using first principle. Y is equals to x cubed. Alright, so applying the changes to both y and x, we have y plus change in y is equal to x plus change in x all raised to power 3. So y plus change in y is equals to x plus change in x times x plus change in x times x plus change in x. So we have y plus change in y is equal to, so let's take this first two, let's solve those two at first. So we have x squared plus 2x dx plus dx squared times x plus change in x. So we have y plus change in y, opening the bracket, x cubed plus 2x squared change in x plus x change in x squared plus x squared change in x plus 2x change in x squared plus change in x raised to power 3. So collecting like terms and taking y to the other side, we have change in y is equal to x cubed plus 2x squared plus x squared change in x plus coefficient of change in x squared, we have x and 2x, so we have plus x plus 2x change in x squared plus change in x but minus, we call y is x raised to power 3 minus x raised to power 3. So this cancels this, so change in y is equal to 2x plus x squared times change in x plus x plus 2x times change in x squared plus change in x raised to power 3. Alright, so dividing all through by change in x, we have change in y over change in x is equal to 2x plus x squared change in x all over change in x plus x plus 2x change in x squared all over change in x plus change in x raised to power 3 all over change in x. So we have change in y over change in x is equal to 2x plus x squared plus x plus 2x into change in x. So we have one more, when this cancels one change in x, we have one left, plus change in x, this one removes one, so this part, so you take your limits, So this is the important part in this solution. Limit as change in y over change in x turns to the y dx, and for infinitesimal changes, change in y tends to 0 and change in x tends to 0. So we have the y dx is equals to 2x plus x squared we have 2x squared. So 2x squared plus x squared, sorry about that, 2x squared plus x squared plus x plus 2x times 0 plus 0 squared, so that the y dx can be equals to 3x squared plus 0 plus 0. So the final answer is 3x squared.